Cool. So, first and foremost, our website. I've gotten a lot of messages today about the website. Yeah, it's running amazing. It's showing balances just how we want it to. Um, our farming is sorted, so like it'll show the wallets or the funds that properly show the funds that we have in our farming wallets, so it doesn't look like we don't have any money. Uh, and our NFT balances kind of show the trait floors are higher than what they show for what we have because we don't just buy strictly floors of projects. And right now, we're working on getting specific trait floors integrated into prices so that we can have a more like accurate understanding of our holdings. And our treasury is still massively larger than it shows. But as far as some of the stuff we wanted to accomplish in terms of accurate reflections, showing the farming wallet, showing our entire treasury, it's pretty much just where we want it to be. Um, the website redesign is underway. I should see those changes in the coming weeks. Our in-house web designer, Blockchain Boy, has been doing amazing with that. A lot of the visuals that you all have seen on the Twitter posts and on the website are coming from Blockchain Boy, if not all of them, and they look amazing. So happy about that. Um, any other updates you want to cover about the website or the balances, Bogart?
Yeah, I'll tap in and say, yeah, we have our farming balances sorted. Our NFT balances, not only are some of them not showing the proper trade floor, but even some of the assets we hold are not even displaying balances at all. So there is still pretty big disparity in the balances of our treasury and what's showing, but we're working on getting that sorted. It's just a lot of API issues. If anybody, has NFTs, it's hard to find a proper wallet tracker that can do that. But we're really excited to at least have the farming side of things sorted for now, and we'll have the rest of those balances sorted too, and the chart to display properly because right now it's not as well as far as the balances go. With the website redesign, yeah, we're really excited about that. There's going to be coming some great changes to the dashboard and the main site, a lot of usability, and we're going to be trying to package ACYC in a very concise way where you can drop into the website and get all the information you need and dig deeper and find all that good stuff. So that's all really that there is on the website, and like balances, treasury balances, that I can say for now.
Cool, perfect. Sweet. So let's jump into our hottest topic. If you were here for the last couple spaces, you already know what I'm about to talk about. But if you weren't, I'll just give a quick rundown. About a week ago, we announced that we were getting into NFTs. Altcoin Yields Capital, we focus mainly on farming as a service. But when I say that, I mean all profits that are incurred outside of farming go to the farming wallet to have a larger balance to farm with. But we don't just do farming. We we like to yield profits from many different avenues. One of our most prominent methods that we're still developing is our PAN. PAN is the name of one of our algorithms that any newly listed token on Uniswap PAN will go through, see if it's a rug, see some other details I'm not going to mention, and make a very early buy if everything checks out. And that's just how we flip a penny into a dollar. But we also have many other risk-adjusted trading strategies. We have Dion. Dion is a algorithmic assisted trader. Dion specifically aims for
We lost Nate there a little bit.
in
I'll
an
take
hour.
over. Oh, yeah, we lost you for a
Can you hear
sec.
me?
You there? Yeah, I do now. You were just
Yeah, can you
starting
hear
to
me?
explain Dion. Yeah.
How about now? Do I sound robot or no?
No, you sound okay.
Yeah, do I sound robot?
No, you just cut out sometimes.
Okay, cool. Dion is our algorithmic assisted trader. Buys dips 30 to 50% an hour to 2 hours and sells the flips. So buys the dips, sells the rips. And as of two spaces ago, or as of a week ago, we had opened Atlas. Atlas is our NFT trading fund. I personally loaned 100 Ethereum to that wallet to begin accumulating NFTs, as I believed I was noticing that the NFT market is literally about to go parabolic. I know a lot of people are already seeing it with certain projects such as like Bored Apes, Mutants, um, Doodles, so many others. Forgotten Ruins, just so many names I could list out of things that are going insane. And it's funny because right before everything started going crazy, we were here saying, hey, we want to be ready in case they do. Uh, and we're happy to announce that as of right now, we have 42 Ethereum in realized profits. And when I say realized profits, I mean, you know, we have bought stuff and sold it. And there's 42 Ethereum net left over. We still hold other stuff that, is up massively without realizing the gain yet. So in a little bit over a week, we've netted 40 Ethereum, which is, about 140, 150K. And that's what separates us from other farming as a service, tokens. You know, other farming as a service tokens, they might be just sitting on 400K to a mil or even 10 mil. And I can assure you, in the last week, they did not make anything more than 10K. So that's the difference between us and them. We know that the end goal is farming, and we know that if you start with a mill, you can keep farming consistent returns every single day. But what happens if uh, 10 years, or not 10 years down the line, a year down the line, you've turned a mil into 10 mil, and somebody else like us who's implementing other risk adjusted trading strategies has turned 1 mil into 1 bill. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that we are going to go to a bill, but I am saying that in incorporating all these other trading strategies, we are able to grow our treasury at massive, massive multiples that these other competitors or people in this space, as we always said, they aren't really competitors, people in this space are not able to achieve. And this is just one of those ways. We opened our NFT trading fund, and we expect much, much, much better success going forward as well. Should this market condition continue, which I truly believe it will, I see mass excitement in the NFT space, which is completely different than euphoria. Euphoria is people posting pictures of the new house they bought by selling an NFT that they bought for $150 6 months ago. Completely different than what we're experiencing now. What we're experiencing now is some people are super excited about where the space is about to head, super excited about the year to come. But they aren't up massively from the last few months. They are just 1x, 2x, which to most traditional investors sounds insane. But for the NFT market, you used to be able to throw any money into anything, and it could 10x. Everyone was a genius. Everyone could release master courses and stuff like that. So we're still in the excitement phase, and we are always reading the water, testing the temp, and seeing how it feels. And if a meme coin season comes back on and NFTs are dying down, we will cut all positions that we are not comfortable, incurring any losses on within a second, and switch over to the next thing. There's always a bull market somewhere, and we're the ones looking for it. So yeah, excited to have 42 Ethereum realized profits in the last week. And personally, I have been going through looking at many, 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 many projects. And I see a lot of opportunities that once we get a little bit more liquid in that wallet, we will begin to start sweeping up some really, really good floors. And 42 Ethereum is just a start. We're going to grow our wallet at levels that other people have no capabilities of reaching. And I know when we launched this NFT, part, people at first, some were excited, and others didn't understand it because we're farming as a service token. But like I just said, that's the end goal. Everything else is getting funds into that wallet to farm with more funds. Yeah. So, and the same thing there. We're doing risk adjusted trading strategies there. We might spend 70 or 50 Ethereum on a Bored Ape, but we'll also buy 30 of something at 0.01 Ethereum, which is like $40, and see if we can 10x it. It's kind of like Pan. Pan flips a dime and flips the penny into $1. And if you see anything in our NFT wallet and you're like, that's a bad choice, just know that everything's accounted for, and we'll let it play out. We have a timeline for everything, and as we always say, we're profit maximalists. This isn't a DAO. We're going to sell when we're in the profit. We're not going to do a round trip or anything. And we're going to realize those gains and move on to the next winner. So yeah, super excited about that. Um, Also excited about, the last, I'd call it 10 days. I think the last 10 days, a little story. The first week of our release, if you look at our chart, we could literally not get anybody to sell. And like I said in a Twitter post a couple days ago, we went we went from nothing to 50 mil market cap in like 7 days, and we had less than a mil in our treasury. And like I said, I am not delusional. A 50 mil market cap with 1 mil in our treasury does not fit, especially at the point where we had no numbers to show for anything. We didn't have any gains. We didn't have anything of anything. We just had Pan making us insane profits, but still, that's just Pan. Uh, and super happy that we had about a 10-day bleed out of the people who were massive speculators, just slowly selling off or full stack dumping, which is perfect because if you were in our Discord the first week, people were suggesting, hey, I wish you guys would just like not be so bullish for a couple of weeks so that we could get the speculators out and actually get some better entries. And we saw that play out. And now over the last 24 hours, we're up about 75% or 2x. And we're back at like a 35 mil market cap. But this time is completely different because, as I just said to you, we have 40 Ethereum profit this past week in NFTs. Dion has about 25 Ethereum profits. So that's about 65 right there. And in unrealized profits, we probably have about another 20 to 30. So we probably have about 100 Ethereum of profits in the last couple of weeks, which is 400K in 2 weeks. Our treasury's sitting under 2 mil. So we, from a 2 mil treasury or from a 1.5 mil treasury, we just got about 400 to 500K in the last 2 weeks. Nobody else is doing that. Nobody else has those returns, and that's not even us at our full potential. Expecting, like I've always said, into quarter 1, we'll have 10 mil in this treasury. End of next year, as long as we like I said, as long as Bitcoin and Ethereum don't range in 10% pockets for the entirety of next year, we will have 100 mil in our treasury by the end of next year. And at that point, expect a 1 to 2 bill market cap and expect insanity. But until then, welcome to the ride. Happy to have you all here. And thanks for all the suggestions. We had a lot of suggestions on the Reflection collection, our NFT collection that's going to be coming out hopefully next month. More details about that soon. Not going to leak anything on this space about that. Yes. So, Bogger, do you want to touch on any of that before we move on to the next
Yeah,
steps?
yeah. So Atlas, our NFT fund that we launched, as Nate touched on, a lot of people didn't understand the direction we were going with that. But the whole principle of ACYC is leveraging the experience of our traders and advisors and everyone on the team, and that's a culmination of many years collectively of trading assets, be it cryptocurrencies or NFTs or doing options, whatever it is, we have it covered and we're ever expanding. And so NFTs was a natural extension into that. And, the results of that are already shown in our, 42 ETH realized profits in seriously just like a week. And so, that's really, we want to start highlighting the fact that, no other protocol can replicate that. No other protocol can have the team members we have or have the trading experience that we have or get the gains that we have. And so, yeah, farming as a service is at our core, but really we're investing as a service in all of these, different markets and sectors involved with this space. So, we're really leveraging all of the experience of all of our traders and doing that to produce massive returns, and then putting that into farming and returning that to our holders. And we're leveraging our gains. We take our massive gains from NFTs and we leverage them into farming. And then our distribution structure is also unmatched. We have the most beneficial tax structure for holders, with 10% of our any purchases of ACYC going to holders. And then on top of that, our profit redistribution structure, where other protocols might buy back tokens at market and incur their purchase tax, which reflects to their holders at a lower rate than ours. We have 10%, which is the highest in the sector. We do that as well, returning 10% of those bought back funds to holders. But then we take the other 90% that is left in tokens that we purchased and we also redistribute those through manual reflections. So not only are we able to yield more through our diverse trading strategies, but we're also able to return exponentially more to our holders. And I think that's going to become a lot more obvious in this year. Uh, as we've touched on before, we're profit maximalists, and every decision we make is geared towards, can this make us reflect harder to you guys? And so that means that right now, we're leveraging our funds more effectively than we will later, as opposed to buying back with funds that we have right now and reflecting, we're taking those funds and leveraging them further so we can, maximize our profits and returns. So right now, we're in the building phase where we're building up, amassing this massive treasury so that, as we've mentioned before, once we're at a $100 million treasury, farming, 0.5% a day, we're able to manually reflect, 125K to 250K to our holders every single day or every other day. And that's just something that's just unparalleled and unmatched. And I think, as Nate also touched on, with the price action, I think it was in the last spaces, the price was down significantly. And I touched on the fact that, we aren't worried at all about it. And we weren't. The price action was insignificant to us and still is. It doesn't affect our treasury's ability to yield. And that's what we said then, and we maintain that now. We're very bullish. We said it gives people an opportunity to enter at a much more appealing price. When we were down at 20 million, 19 million, that's a great opportunity. And I know a lot of people in our community were taking advantage of that to dollar cost average a better entry price, or, enter in themselves. And now I think that as some of our profits are realized and shared with you guys, I think people are starting to see the significance of our protocol, and that's reflected in the price action that we've been seeing in the past day. So we're really, really bullish on that. And again, that's before we've done any marketing. And marketing is something, that I definitely want to touch on too. So there are other protocols, of course, in this space, in the farming as a service space. And some of them have exceeded our market cap with, a fraction of our treasury, 1/5, 1/6 of our treasury balance. And I think that highlights the fact that these markets are especially speculative, but it also highlights the importance of marketing and shill power, for a lack of a better word, extending the reach of the protocol through advertisement and marketing is a way to drive value into the underlying asset. And now that we've taken this time to build such a strong foundation, build such a strong community, shake out the hands of speculative investors, I think we're really in a place where we have a great opportunity to leverage the strength of our protocol and market that significantly. And so if a protocol with 1/5 of our treasury is at a greater market cap than we are, you can only imagine how what's going to happen to our price action as we start with this marketing push. And so that's sort of a mini announcement, is we are going to be shifting from our basically completely organic non-marketing strategy to, a much more standard marketing strategy that you would expect from a token, where, you'll see people, sharing our stuff and talking about it and things like that. And, we'll have marketing agencies helping behind the scenes. And we're really going to lean into that side of it, because it's time now to spread the word of ACYC. Because as I've touched on, what we're doing as a protocol is just completely unmatched, and it can't be replicated. No one, Nate isn't going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. The rest of our team isn't going anywhere. We are, ACYC. And so we will remain for, the next 5-10 years and beyond. So having ACYC tokens is being able to basically have a part of every person that's on this team. I saw a comment somebody had said, where they said, I've got ACYC because I want to feel like I'm owning like Nate's trading skills. And in a way, that's exactly what it is. As far as like Nate specifically goes, he's one of the most legendary traders in the space, be it coins, NFTs, just totally emotionless, makes brutal profits, and exits without looking back. And it's something very admirable. And so holding an ACYC token gives you access to Nate and to those profits as they're distributed from him back, into farming and through the protocol and then back to you. So I think, marketing is going to be a really big one we're super excited for. If the price action is up 75% in 24 hours completely organically, as people realize what we're doing, the sky is the limit for when we really do start pushing this. So we're really excited about that. We're really excited about the gains from our Atlas NFT branch. we're feeling really bullish as ever, and it's very exciting to finally be able to bring some of those profits forward to you guys. Because as Nate said, Pan has been making massive profits, but we've always kept that we've kept that hidden away, close to the breast, because we can't give away that proprietary information. But now with our Atlas branch, we can make it abundantly clear how capable our team is at yielding profits and leveraging that into things like farming. So, I think that that's going to get a lot of recognition. And I said it before and I'll say it again. This is a great time to accumulate ACYC, because, the sky is really the limit for where we're going from here. And I think that's what I could say right now, Nate, without, talking everyone's ear off.
Cool. Yeah, I'll just throw in a couple more things, just to sum it all together too. If anybody's like me, I like to think rationally. Uh, if I was somebody who was thinking about investing in ACYC, and I knew that Nate was in charge of the NFT account, and Nate made, the NFT account 40 Ethereum in 7 days, I would be asking, well, Nate, why don't you just do that for yourself? Why would Nate do that for the project and not for himself? And the same question can be asked about many of these other protocols or many of these other farming as a service projects, where they have a farmer and the farmer is, doing all of these big brain things, bringing in this profit. And if you know anything about like medium to low volume tokens or NFTs, there's only so much you can do. Like if I had 1,000 Ethereum, I couldn't have made us 400 Ethereum. But I can make 40 Ethereum with 100. So, some of these other projects, they kind of fall flat. Whereas like if their master farmer leaves, how do you make money? Same thing with what you must be asking. Like, hey Nate, like you're making it for the project. Why would you do that when you can just do it for yourself? And why are you loaning the project 100, 200 Ethereum to do these things? And the reason is I want to show everybody uh, the type of profits that we can make when we have money. Uh, like, we wouldn't have this NFT branch right now making 40 Ethereum out of 100 if I hadn't, lended the money to the project to then go out and do this. Uh, and that is literally just showing, hey, we know how to be profitable, how to be like massively profitable. And any funds that we get from sales or from any other type of raising that we might do in the future, they will be used to make way more money for the project. And the things I do to make us money at this very moment, like I don't know many other people who could turn 100 Ethereum into 140 Ethereum. And if we're being honest, it's been the last 4 days. Uh, but that's besides the point. We don't need those massive gains in such a short period of time to be profitable long term. If you follow my account, you'll see that I've been preaching that uh, mutant apes are the safest bet anybody could have made. 3 months ago when I bought 50 mutant apes, they were about 4 Ethereum floor, and now they're 15. And if you look at my tweets, I literally say mutant apes by the end of December, 12 to 15 Ethereum floor. And today they just busted through 14 Ethereum floor. So in 3 months, that was a 3.5x. And I put in 500K. Actually, I probably ended up putting 600K. So I 3x'd 600K. So that's 1.2 mil profit in 3 months. Who else can make 1.2 mil off of? Actually, wait, no, that's way more. 1.5 mil fit, if not way more, in 3 months. Who else can make 1.5 mil profit off of 500K in 3 months? And the thing is, it's not like I'm grinding it out. Literally, I know what to look for. I know, an entry and a solid exit, an exit that makes sense, and I know how to stick to, a conviction-based play. Uh, Once we have enough Ethereum, we don't need to be day flipping. We need to be month hodling, 2 month hodling. If you noticed me during the meme season, same thing. I called out stuff as everything's dead, everything's down 90%, and I said these are 5 projects. I think a good portion of these will 10 to 20x. One of them and 3 of them 10x, and the fourth 2x. So you have three 10x's, one 2x, and one rug. If you put equal amounts of money, you'd be up massively. So in short, what I'm saying is, even though I'm here grinding it out at the moment to make us a bunch of money and show the proof is in the pudding, once we have enough funds, it won't matter who's trading as long as I'm advising them or as long as we have other solid advisors. And the same cannot be said about our competitors. Like I came into this whole farming as a service thing thinking that, yeah, there's many winners, and I think there can be. Like there is room for it, but I don't think that other projects are diversifying in the way that we are. Point where they don't need to rely on one person. Like if I sat down with somebody once a week, every week, and said, "Hey, look at this. Hey, think about this. Hey, I'm reviewing this," somebody else could make this project a bunch of money, every month. So that's where we're diversifying from other projects. And if you believe there will ever be a meme season again, then expect our treasury to 5x, because we'll be investing half of it and expecting a 10x. So if we are going to put 500K into meme season and we can at least, on average, 5x the entire stack, expect a 2.5 mil profit. And meme season is right around the corner. It's like imagine NFTs are one little girl and memes are another little girl. And these little girls are in their arms and they're spinning around in a circle. It's like one of them is in the spotlight and then she goes behind the other. And then the other one's in the spotlight and then she goes back behind the other girl. You'll notice that NFTs and memes never move at the same time because we have similar traders. NFT traders who are degens will will dip into memes, and then when memes die off, they'll dip back into NFTs, and then when NFTs die off, they'll dip back into memes, and we're gonna massively profit off of that over the next year, and then just begin with the ultimate game plan, which was 100 mil in the treasury, 0.5% returns every day, which is 500K, and 250K of that will be used to market by ACYC and reflected out to the holder. And everything that we've said since the start is coming to fruition. Those who have been here since the start have seen it come to fruition, and those who are considering jumping on board at this very moment, you're not late. Nobody's late. Uh, we're still under 100 mil market cap. And as I said earlier, even though we are at a 50 mil market cap with a 1 mil treasury, and I said I'm not delusional, the reason I say I'm not delusional at that point is the reason I say that, like, I heat against it. I heat against the fact that it made sense because we had no posted gains. There was no posted profits. And at this very moment, there are posted profits, 40% net increase in the last week off of our 100 ETH NFT buys. And, we're just getting started. So yeah, you're not late, you're early. We'll be here for a long time. And we'll make money together for a long time. And end goal, as always, I want us to be published in giant magazines and papers, and have people saying insane titles like DeFi degens making Wall Street returns look like nothing. What is a reflector? What is a patent nut? Like that. I want to see those in the titles. So cool. Let's move on to the last topic of this space. Um, for those who have been following our NFT buys, we recently just purchased a Bored Ape. The floor for Bored Apes at the very moment, so the cheapest Bored Ape on the market is about 67 Ethereum. We purchased a gold Grin Bored Ape. The cheapest one on the market right now is 118 Ethereum. We purchased one for 86 Ethereum, so about a 30 Ethereum difference between the floor and where we got it, which in US dollars is roughly 100K. So we got a gold Grin Bored Ape, 100K under the floor, and not to take away from what I'm about to say is, but a lot of people have pointed out, well, how did you guys do that if it wasn't listed? And I don't mean to stroke my own ego, but I know how to find profit everywhere. I think I was the first person, notably buying old listings on Rarible, because it's not a hack, it's not anything like that. And the way this works is, and I'll just say in very big in short, somebody lists a NFT on OpenSea, and this is why I always list for 3 days or 7 days, never longer. Typically, it'll show list for 3 days, list for 7 days, or list for 6 months. Some people will put 6 months, and what everybody used to tell each other to do was, hey, if you transfer it to a different wallet, it cancels the listing. Uh, and that is true. If you transfer that NFT while it's listed to another wallet, nobody can buy it, and nobody should be able to buy it. But once you transfer that NFT back to the original account, OpenSea hides the listing. OpenSea doesn't show that it's still available for sale. But on Rarible, Rarible still shows the original listing. The original listing was put on the blockchain for 6 months. So if it's not been 6 months, then it still shows. OpenSea just does not. OpenSea, we have a lot of qualms with OpenSea, and this is one of them. And this isn't a hack. This isn't a scam. It's just how it went down. And the person that we bought this Bored Ape from, 30 Ethereum on the trade floor, they weren't trying to get around, paying the delisting fee because this person's got $1 million. They weren't trying to save on $15. They were just transferring over to a vault, and then they transferred back. And it's causing a semi issue for our team because if anybody knows me, I like to help people who have been wronged. Recently, somebody was socially engineered to send $2 million of apes to a scammer, and this person is out $2 million. That scammer put some of those apes into a liquidity pool and pulled out legitimate apes. And I bought one of those apes for 50 Ethereum and sold it back to the original owner at 50 Ethereum so that he could have a 15 to 16 Ethereum profit, which is like 40 to 60K, something like that. No, it's like 60K. And that's just because, this guy just lost 2 mil. That's probably the worst day of his life he'll ever incur. And yes, I could make 60K off of it. And yes, I would not be in trouble because I did not buy a stolen ape. But I cannot consciously know that I can help this dude at least have, a year's worth of pay back into his pocket. But with our ape that we bought from Rarible, that person received 86 Ethereum. They originally bought it for 26 Ethereum, so I think that they profited about 50 Ethereum. They still have many other apes. They're a millionaire. They're not out. They're not crying about this. It's just unfortunate for them. And not to sound insensitive, but our entire project's decision-making process, as everyone knows, is based around one question: will this make our holders reflect harder? So selling back the ape that we just bought at the price that we got it for does not, in the team's opinion, make our holders reflect hard. I don't think it'll bring any positive publicity that'll cause anybody their token. I don't think it'll cause any negative publicity if we don't sell it back to our token. I don't think it'll affect all. And I think 30 or 20 Ethereum profit would make our holders reflect harder because that 20 to 30 Ethereum would go into our farming wallet and we'd farm with that. And as everyone knows, the farming profits go back into our holders' pockets. So, it's one of those things where when you put all this together, it doesn't make our holders reflect harder to sell it back at the price we got it. It's unfortunate, but it wasn't a scam. It wasn't unethical. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bought it from our ACYC NFT account. So that's fortunate for the seller because, I know the seller, it sucks to see your ape go like that. He made 40 Ethereum profit in a few months, but to him, he didn't even have it listed in his mind because he's so bullish on apes, I'm assuming. So where does that leave us? That leaves us at, I will talk to the person that we bought it from and see if we can work out something where, because I don't know exactly where he's at this moment. He wants to talk, but I don't know if it's something where, he's in love with this gold grin ape and he would work out a deal that leaves our treasury in the profit. Because I'm not afraid to, make less on this, but we can't make nothing. Our holders need to reflect. It's our golden rule. So after this call, we'll talk with the person that we bought it from, and if we can work out something where our holders reflect harder through a deal made with this person, then great. If not, we'll be looking for a buyer because, as I said, it's a sick ape. Like I would love to rock it. I would love to have it as my profile picture. But as Bogart said, I'm an unemotional trader. I see profit. I want to realize that profit. I want to reinvest that profit into more NFTs, and I want to bring even more profit to our trading account balance. So that's where we're at with that entire scenario. I hope it makes sense to everybody involved. And, I know our holders understand completely where we're coming from when laid out like that. So yeah, so I will be talking with the person that we bought it from. And, you know, I, I know we didn't do anything wrong. Uh, and this is kind of one of the reasons that people should invest in ACYC because you're almost investing in me. You're investing in me and other, traders who know more than you do. Personally, I've profited hundreds of thousands of dollars off of similar things uh, because I know things like this. I know arbitrage. I know, things of this nature. And I'll leave it at that. But to give it back at the price we bought it can't be done. To do it for a marginal profit can't be done. But we can work. I believe that we can work out something where our holders reflect harder, which is the name of the game. So cool. Bogger, do we want to touch on anything else?
No, I think I'll just add to that and say, also like if it this is something like that, anyone could have gone on Rarible as well and just, bought that ape. It's just how marketplaces work, and this just highlights again like the importance of understanding like how to protect and navigate your assets in this space. Nate and I both have, copious amounts of money in assets similar to that, be it apes or Kongs or whatever, and understanding the intricacies about listing and marketplaces and the protocols that OpenSea uses and Rarible uses to fetch those listings and how that's actually represented on the blockchain. That's all part of being an investor in this space. And as Nate said, buying ACYC is leveraging our knowledge of that as well, to be able to recognize opportunities in the market like that and leverage them and take advantage of them to make our holders reflect harder. So, that's what we could say to touch on that. Yeah, we're just feeling really bullish. It's been the first month of ACYC. We've already added about $500,000 to our liquidity. We've manually reflected over $800,000 to all of our holders. We've been listed on 2 exchanges. We've yielded almost 100 ETH, nearly 100 ETH in our treasury in that little bit of time. So we're just getting powered up. We're just starting to show you guys what we can do. And we're really excited for 2022. It's a great way to start the year with that chart, and we're just going to keep running. So yeah, that's what I have to say.
Cool. Yeah. And I'll just finish up with one more thing. Like you said, this wasn't something, done by us as a malicious, buy. Um, Actually, about 30 seconds after we bought that ape from Rarible, somebody else, a cyborg ape that I was also looking at, for 70 Ethereum, and the floor for that is 85 Ethereum. So about a 13 Ethereum difference through the same thing, same exact thing, same exact exploit, or not exploit, but, issue with OpenSea. And people have, I'm not going to mention some other ones. I don't want to give anybody ideas because personally, we're going to go make some more money. But yeah, so gonna leave it there. It wasn't malicious. I know other people were eyeing that ape. So yeah, would never do something to harm somebody or steal money from somebody's pockets. Yeah, end it there. I think. Do we want to take any questions or just direct everybody to the Discord or what's up?
I think, yeah, let's bring everybody into the Discord. I love to see more faces in there. We have our Telegram, but a lot of people are NFT natives, so let's head into there. I know a lot of people are in there already talking about the spaces. Open Discord. We have awesome emojis. We have a great time. So come join in, and you can ping me or Nate anytime. Everyone knows I never sleep. I'm always around to answer questions. So drop a ping with anything, and we will absolutely respond to you. So yeah, I mean, I just want to add like thank you guys for the first month of ACYC. We're really excited for all of you who decided to stick around and all of you who even doubled down in those dips like we were suggesting. I think the true holders have really shown through, and we're excited to keep climbing upwards for the rest of this year.
Cool. Yeah, we'll end it there. See y'all in the Discord. I'll probably be in there for the next 30 minutes. But got some conversations to be had and some money to be made. So until the next one, I'm out.